Oh my. Good morning, YouTube. So I'm kind of like geeking out right now because there's an app called the Creator app, which allows me to connect my camera to my phone. So I'm actually seeing what you're seeing on my phone. And I can like zoom in. What the fuck? There's a slight delay to it. And I can zoom out. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Menu. What? Alright. Wow. Fascinating. Whew. Good morning, YouTube. Does it stop it? No, it keeps going. Oh. Oh, yeah. You know what it is. I think you know fucking you. Alright, cool. Why is this not working? That's actually making me quite sad. Uh-oh. I think it's broken. So, good morning, YouTube. It is day 2 of our 80 days of change. We woke up at a nice, lovely 3:45. I got up today. Weighed in at 171, which was kind of a damn moment. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta figure this out. Hold on. Alright. So instead of that one, because that one needs batteries, we're gonna hop on this bad boy. Okay. Oh, which I don't know where the seat went for this thing. But it is what it is. So I'm gonna be on here for the next hour. I've got my Bible. I've got my little journal to take notes. It is day 2, like I said, of our 80 days of maintain. I woke up at 3:45. Got up immediately when the alarm went off. Dub for the day. First dub of the day. Actually, I'm going to focus on you, and then I'll get this stuff done. Something I was discussing with a good buddy of mine yesterday, which, like I stated, was our skill development, which I know sounds somewhat weird. Oh, whatever. I guess though this opens up a conversation about self-worth and this feeling of unworthiness. As though, specifically in this circumstance, I'll use the example of unworthy of change, as if you deserve to be in the misery that you currently find yourself in. I understand the rationalization of this on such a deep level. There's a part of you who thinks so little of yourself, and that you're such a horrible person that you almost deserve to be in pain and to feel the pain and the misery that your life is at that current moment. That change and a better life is more than a person like you deserves. And although the rationale of punishment aligns somewhat with our moral characters, is like bad. What do I mean by this? I feel as though we're taught that when people do wrong or people do bad, they deserve punishment. They deserve to be reprimanded for the actions they've taken. And this can, when used in the wrong way, be a very dangerous thought process. For me, understanding that, or at least right now, beginning to understand that the punishment and the price has already been paid, has helped me realize a couple things. First and foremost, the undesired outcome and the feelings that have followed it, that put you in a state where you feel like you deserve punishment and you feel like you're unworthy of change, and that change is this reward, is a flawed mindset. First and foremost, staying the same and not doing anything is easier than working towards changing yourself. Putting in effort on a routine basis to change who you are as an individual so that you never take those same actions again is a lot more difficult than just staying the person who is miserable but still takes those actions. So one way is you can flip the mindset and flip the frame as staying the same is a reward, because if there's nothing that needs to be changed, then there's no problems. There's no need. But if you can flip the frame to the change is the punishment, although I don't think you should punish yourself, but if you flip the frame to change is punishment, because it is difficult, it is hard, you won't want to do it all the time, then perhaps you might just find yourself in maybe a better position. But change requires short-term pain for long-term gain, whereas staying the same is short-term gain for long-term pain. Again, you shouldn't punish yourself. Secondly, in this I deserve to be punished mentality, it is not a fostering place for growth, right? You're training yourself to think that if I make mistakes, if I mess up, if I fail, if I fall short, if I do wrong, then I deserve punishment. And there's a couple things wrong with that. First, you are putting a faulty frame of failure into your mind and into your state of being. There's nothing wrong with failing. There's nothing wrong with making mistakes. Everyone does it, right? There's no guidebook to life. We are all living this thing, doing this thing for the first time. We're figuring it out. We're trying our best. And the sooner you can give yourself that grace of, I'm trying to a certain degree each and every day, I am trying. I'm not perfect. I fail many times over, but I'm trying my best. Or at least you think you're trying your best. Secondly, the idea that you should be punished for making mistakes stems from and fosters a perfectionist mindset of failure being unacceptable. How dare I fail at this thing? How dare I? Through failure, we learn the most valuable lessons. You've heard it before and you're going to hear it again. Success teaches you nothing. Failure teaches you everything. You will learn far more from failing on a repeated and regular basis than you will ever learn succeeding every single fucking time. The person who fails 10 times and succeeds on the 11th learned far more than the person who succeeded on the first try. You learn more about yourself. You learn more about yourself. You learn more about that subject, that area, that aspect. You learn more about yourself internally, your beliefs, your limits, your standards, your values, your principles, everything. Through failure, this is only possible. Fostering an unhealthy relationship with failure, fostering an unhealthy perfectionist mindset, and finally, and the biggest thing about this entire thing, is that staying the same guarantees the same pain. It guarantees that if you don't change, if you stay this individual and you punish yourself by not changing, then all you're doing is guaranteeing that you're going to hurt someone or reenact the same very actions that caused you to believe that you deserve punishment in the first place. The only way to guarantee that you won't hurt someone or repeat the same actions that led you here is by changing. That's it. Through change, you can increase the probability of never repeating that action again. Only a fool slams his head into the wall, expecting it not to hurt. I imagine in every challenge that I'm trying to overcome, obstacle in my path, I imagine myself slamming my head into the wall. And there's different points through all these. There's the first initial, oh, this is what is happening. The realization, the release of ignorance, where you learn what it is that this obstacle is, what it is about. You begin to understand it on a deeper level. You see that you're smashing your head into the wall. From that point on, you are a fool until you stop slamming your head and realize that you could have walked around the wall the whole time. I'm going to continue with this for the next, now I gotta get up and grab your ass. Ooh. So, if you're gonna punish yourself by embarking on a long, treacherous journey of change. I'll see you guys in like 40 minutes, and we'll continue from there. Peace. Alright, cardio has been complete. Cold exposure is accomplished. Cardio done, gratitude done, intention done. Cold exposure done. Thus we begin the dedicated YouTube time. Boom, 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 boom. Awesome. All right, right on. I'm gonna do some. What is that? I'm gonna do. So after work today, we're gonna begin the series. After work today, we're gonna begin the YouTube meal plan series because I've pushed that off for way too long, and this thing is dying, dog. What the fuck? But for now, we're gonna do some editing. So I'm gonna boot up Premiere Pro and do as much as I can. So I will see you guys probably at my first meal. So I'll see you guys in a couple hours. Because all this needs to be charged. Peace. What is going on, YouTube? We are off. We're off work. Work has been completed. Delicious. And now we have a wee bit of free time to do whatever tickles my fancy. So I have chosen to finally record ye old video. So after I whip up my little snack here, rice cakes, honey, and banana, I am going to record the first episode of our How to Meal Prep series, helping you guys achieve your fitness goals. So I'm going to need both hands for this, but I will show you the result, which you have seen many times before, in a couple minutes. Peace. All right, the snack has been completed, and that is what we're looking at. Since I froze the bananas and then de-thawed them using the good old microwave,
the banana has been turning into a jam of sorts. So, you know, it is what it is. So I'm gonna eat that up, and then we are gonna get ready to record the meal prep how-to video. So I will see you guys after I eat, and we'll get to work. Peace. Okay, so I just finished recording episode 1. One take, that's all I got. That's all I needed. Not really, but it is what it is. Hopefully, once you guys watch it, it all makes sense. If I have to redo it, I'll redo it. Especially if you guys are saying that it didn't make a lot of sense, or if I just watch it back and I feel like I've missed stuff. But the goal through these is to make it as simple and quick as possible. Nothing, no fluff, no nothing, which is hard because you know I like to yap and you know I like to ramble. But the goal with these is to give you only the essential information so that you can get started working towards whatever it is that you're trying to achieve physically. Now, I am going to make a protein shake. So, whew. Yay. So we're going to do 2 scoops of protein and 1 serving of almond milk. That's going to be 70 grams of this protein powder, which I got from Costco. Right? Yeah, 70. It's 35 and 35, which totals at 50 grams of protein for this little concoction. Motherfucker. Whew. $240 milliliters of almond milk and 70 grams of protein powder. Currently 5:30, so after this we'll take some time and then have our final meal for the day. Wow. Alright, so I will see you guys in a little bit. I'll check in at dinner and then once before I go to bed. Peace. Well, hello there. How we doing? Okay. Alright, for some reason it's not working. Alright, recapping the day. Recap. So it's currently 8:08. Yeah. Alright, boom. So far, day 2. Light. shit too easy. It is the beginning, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. But thus far, the developed skill was editing and storytelling. So between the editing I did and the meal plan video series that I started, we were developing 2 skills. Our ability to edit content and our ability to create content. 2 skills that are vitally important. And the more I do it, the better I'll get, and the better the channel will get. Oof. Anyway, I gotta get to bed so I can get up bright and early and do it all over again. We are 2 days down, 78 to go. And I'm already missing the freedom of food. But this needs to go. Gotta get rid of that last bit of stubborn fat. Gotta get it out of here. Anyway, I will see y'all tomorrow. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave a comment and a like. Actually, I forgot. Yeah, we're doing that. Don't forget to drop a like if you enjoyed today's video. The actionable step for today is to express in the comments 5 things you're grateful for. 5 things that you feel blessed to have in your life. Be a part of your life. Make sure you comment down below those 5 things. And I will see you guys tomorrow. As always, I love and appreciate you. If you're enjoying the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.